The second most important message of the new human rights movement is that the economic premise of our society is completely oblivious to what earthly sustainability means. As I'll argue, all of the common sense economic requirements that would ensure that we do not ruin our habitat, and hence ourselves, are basically opposed, structurally opposed, to what is required to keep the market system of economics going. In fact, the idea of a truly efficient, preserving, sustainable, ecologically respectful economy and society is characteristically the opposite of what our market system requires to operate fluidly, as I will explain. These two issues, the need to create a new social precondition that fosters intergroup respect and peaceful coexistence, along with organizing our survival in a way that is actually sustainable, again, is the heart of the new human rights movement. And it will be only through large-scale, revolutionary, structural economic change that we can ever expect this to occur. Roughly 12,000 years ago, the human species transitioned from nomadic hunter-gatherer societies, tribes foraging and hunting with no agricultural skills or knowledge, to farm-cultivating settled societies. This has been termed the Neolithic Revolution. Before the Neolithic Revolution, as corroborated by numerous anthropologists that have studied both historical and still existing hunter-gatherer societies, social and economic life very, very different. Small bands or tribes operated without money or markets. In fact, 99% of human history didn't have money or markets. They were egalitarian with no economic dominance hierarchy. It's also well established they had much less violence and certainly no large-scale warfare. Economically, what they had is what we call today a gift economy, where they share with no direct expectation of reciprocation. There are even modern stories of outsiders in the early 20th century being given handicrafts from existing hunter-gatherer tribes, only to feel the need, of course, to give something in return, as many in our market culture reciprocal society does. And this reciprocal behavior was considered offensive by the tribe, as they felt the exchange was a refusal of friendship. British anthropologist Tim Ingold highlights that the difference between giving and exchange has to do with a social perception based around autonomous companionship and involuntary obligation. He states, clearly both hunter-gatherers and agricultural cultivators depend on their environments, but whereas for cultivators, this dependency is framed within a structure of reciprocal obligation. For hunter-gatherers, it rests on the recognition of personal autonomy. The contrast is between relationships based on trust and those based on domination.